up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. My notes, y'all. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. It's late, y'all, and I'm up. I wanted to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but we just chilling, okay? So it's not like we are in the morning because it's late and we down here. This light is too bright. I know that much. Hold on. Ooh, that's better. Okay, so baby, it is called The Highway to Vail. Jen, they start off where they left off. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the demon know you stopped by. So Jen leaves. The feds show up. Heather said she wanted to call Jen and give her a head start. Heather said she was gonna call her and then she was gonna text her. They were like, "Girl, what?" She was like, "I would want her to do. I would want her to do it for me. Y'all gonna get tired of doing stuff what you think somebody would do for you, child." Lisa, she calls John. She on the phone crying. That's her go-to. I see it. She starts crying for a second and then she stops. Jenny is sitting there like, "Girl, what's going on? Like, you guys are, I don't know what's going on. Are we supposed to be overreacting right? What are we supposed to be doing right now? Because I don't understand. I mean, I don't know the girl. That's y'all friend." That's what she's basically saying. She was like, what's her name? Lisa said she's going to call her lawyers. Heather said they were trying to protect her. They were just asking her. They were just asking how she was. And Whitney was like, "Girl, that was probably like a tactic." I know this is supposed to be for TV and I know it's reality, but I feel like they were overreacting. I feel like they were overreacting, but then I was like, I don't know what was like at the time. I don't know. So I'm like tripping off of that. Child, this light is a mess. Girl, I should not be doing I should not be doing it. I just put my sunglasses away, red. I just put my sunglasses on. Let me make sure this thing. Okay, anyways. So, bitch, why they start going through Jenny stuff? I mean, Jen Shaw. Bitch, she know what it's like. She should be okay with it. She know what it's like. Somebody go through somebody's stuff. They were getting all the lollipops, the Milanos. That was funny. I don't think she's gonna come back for this. Bitch, shut up. So then Meredith shows up to the house. The house is really, really nice. It's about 10,000 square feet, 8 bedrooms. They have an experience curator. Is that what they were calling the event planner? Come on, you better an experience curator. I love it. It's okay. It's okay. But just the bitch with the agenda is gonna make sure everybody's okay and everybody has a good experience. I don't know if she was like a butler like situation, but it's okay. Heather says Jen didn't text her back. They're like, we don't think that she's gonna be doing that. And then she was like, and I was the same way, like, you were too slow to leave. And I'm like, I love when people be like, okay, the common sense about the whole thing. If you just told me that anybody close to me is having internal bleeding, I'm not going to even say I'll be back, girl. What? She knew what was going to happen because you knew that you were going to be able to make bail because she's going to be on the future episode. Remember what Meredith says? What did she say? "Sweetie, bye, sweetie." What did she say? Close the door. It was a little awkward. It didn't flow right. I wanted Meredith to deliver that line. She says it coming up. I don't know it yet, but I felt like she kind of like fumbled over it a little bit. I just felt like it should have been a better flow. Y'all will see. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So How did they know she was there? That's Lisa was the first one to do that. So I was thinking, because then they all like almost as though they were like that was the cue to be like, oh, is that what we're gonna do? Is like say that somebody tipped her off. Let me tell you something. If she's being hunted down by Homeland Security, do you think somebody would have had to tip them off to where she was going to be at the beauty lab? Girl, no. We're not going to play like y'all want to act like what's her name is Scooby Doo Mysteries. What's her name? Whitney. Talking about Whitney was CSI Salt Lake. What she say? What did she say that time? Oh my God. Girl, that was a mess. They've been following her. That's what Whitney said. Who told them? Lisa was like, I didn't believe her. I didn't believe her because if I had a call like that for my husband, as calm and pragmatic as I am, girl, I would be hysterical. So I didn't believe it. She's talking about I might come back. Right. Like you just said that your husband was internally bleeding. What do you mean you might come back? Girl, no. No, no, no. I look a mess, y'all. I look like a vampire of Brooklyn. That's crazy. It's crazy. I need more light on me, maybe. I need makeup. That's what I do. I need it. Lisa was on the phone with her husband talking to all the lawyers, honey. Um, and then she whispered, Meredith might know something. Girl, what's up? What are you doing? What is that about? So I don't know if Meredith might have told her what happened at the store when one of Jen's employees stole something out of the store. So maybe she was like, maybe she had something to do with it because maybe Lisa knew about that story. But now I'm mad because I can't remember what Lisa's face was looking like when Meredith was telling the story. Now I got to go back and watch it. I didn't watch it already 3 times. Anyways, Meredith might know something, because it's about to add some other stuff. Girl, what are you talking about? Anyway, so they stop. So when they are making a stop, Whitney and Heather are like lagging back on the bus talking about, girl, she is saying stuff. She was sounding suspicious and stuff. She was like, girl, and then Heather was like, she might be implicated. Girl, you are a mess. Girl, you are a mess. How is Lisa Barlow gonna be implicated in anything? Shut up, stupid. So stupid. Lisa's on the phone with her lawyer. Someone tipped them off. She keeps saying somebody tipped them off. She keeps saying it. And she did. Like, she was the first one to say something like, how did they find out she was there? Girl, she's being hunted by Homeland Security. You don't think they don't know where she is? Girl. Then nobody had to tip them off. They've been watching that lady. That was so stupid for her to even say that. And now everybody's like, who do you think tipped them off? Didn't nobody have to tip them off? Girl, give me a break. Anyways, so do you think she'll show up? They didn't say who is she close to? I bet Stewart would know. I was like, y'all are a mess. She get on my nerves. Y'all was getting on my nerves in that thing trying to figure stuff out. But I'm trying to figure out, like, did they really think it was for real? Did they believe it at first? Like, what was going on? Because even Lisa was saying she thought it was a prank. Whitney thought it was a prank at first, but then they were like, they had guns and everything. So then Whitney gets a Google alert, baby. She was like, oh my God. I got the chills. I got the chills. It was a moment when she was talking to Jenny. Jenny was like, what's going on? I don't understand. I didn't get my phone. Basically, it's fraud. It's fraud. Oh my God, it was so funny. It was so goddamn funny. And then somebody was like, no, 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 no. So then Heather and Lisa, they start crying, girl. But Lisa only cries for a split second. I don't know what that's about. It's like real short, and then she's like, fine. So I don't know. I feel like that's her thing. That's her go-to. I honestly feel so bad. I honestly feel so bad. I honestly feel so bad. No, no. Yes, Lisa, we get it. You honestly feel so bad. We get it, girl. Jenny's like, I don't know what's going on. He's chilling on the bus. She was like, it's fraud. It's fraud. It's fraud. So Jenny was just like not reacting at all. They were overreacting, and maybe that's why it looked like they were overreacting. We should go back. Yeah, y'all overreacting. We should go back. Jenny was like, girl, we're not going anywhere. She's been arrested, right? It's just it's fraud. It's fraud. Whitney said Jenny, I told you she had a weird life. I mean, I thought she had a sugar daddy. I didn't think it was stealing from old people. Girl, this is a mess. So then you hear Jenny on the phone with Dewey. Did y'all hear her on the phone with Dewey talking about, I really like Jen. Yeah, I like her. She was saying something in the back. Oh my God. It says Jen can get 30 years. And then Jenny is like basically saying, just calm down. Y'all are reading one news article. And then, but Jenny, you also were in on it talk about, um, well, what is she gonna do with her kid? Bitch. And Jenny said, what is she gonna do with her kids, girl? But you in their interview talking about they need to basically calm down because it's only one article. Hilarious. Girl was a mess. So Whitney is reading the article. Heather was like, I didn't know. I mean, I knew that she was in sales. I knew it was like cutthroat, but I didn't know it was illegal. I just thought it was unsavory. She said that on Watch What Happens Live. So then Whitney breaks down the whole lead scam fucking industry for everybody and just breaks it down for everybody. They did not need. And I don't know, why wouldn't they interview her and have her like really break it down? Maybe she was like, maybe I talk too much, because she broke that shit all the way down and how it was done and everything. And I was looking like, girl, Whitney, let's see how you know all the stunts. How do you know? Even even Lisa, not Lisa, Jenny was like, girl, are you studying this? Girl, it is a mess. Lisa said, this is devastating. This is devastating. They buy data, select vulnerable people. And then, Lisa, you mad because Whitney done broke the shit down. You talking about she's acting like she knows. Girl, she knew. She knew that's exactly what is happening. She broke that shit down so fast. And then it was funny when she had like a light bulb moment when she was like, that's it. She always is buying new companies. Did I tell you, Whitney be on the case, bitch. That is she. I tell you, she's paranoid. She be paranoid about everything. Everybody is a suspect. She be on the case. And did you notice? See, I be on the case too because on the bus when when Lisa called Meredith, Whitney was like staring at Lisa. Like, I don't know if she was looking for her body language, but that's the shit I'll be doing. I'll be looking at the people like, I'm looking at the people not saying nothing. That's what I'm looking at. Fuck that motherfucker doing all that talking. I'm watching the people not saying nothing. And it was funny when Lisa called Meredith. Go back and watch it. Whitney is like studying. She's like this. I said, okay, bitch. Whitney is on the case. Everybody is a suspect, okay? So they end up calling Meredith on the FaceTime. She said, Meredith, did you check the news? Meredith's like, girl, no, I've been waiting for y'all to get here. I was trying to get here early. I'm getting everything ready for y'all. She was like, girl, they did end up raiding her house. They raided her house. They had the kids coming out on camera. I know her son, that youngest son, where she said she was going to his high school and decorate his locker. I know he is pissed at her. Bitch, this is embarrassing. Fuck coming to my school and decorating my locker, bitch. This is more embarrassing. Girl, the way he was looking at her that day when he was like, honey, child, that's really embarrassing. Now you got me on the damn Real Housewives of Salt Lake City with my hands in the air because of some shit you done did. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I almost said something. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So Meredith said, "Girl, I was getting ready to me," and then she said, "So they tell Meredith what happened." She was like, "I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It was just too many things that didn't add up. For me, it just validates that I'm not crazy." And then Lisa goes, "I feel like we don't know her." She was like, "Yeah, you guys really don't know her. And I do. I felt that I did. And no one wanted to listen. And that's okay." I said, "What, Virgo?" You sound like a Virgo. Like, girl, I tried to tell y'all. I be trying to tell y'all. I be trying to tell y'all. I don't want to say I told you so. I feel like we don't know her, girl. She was like, "I feel like y'all don't know her either." I knew, but y'all didn't want to listen. Oh, good. I like Meredith. I like Meredith. I'm sorry. I like Meredith. Okay. So, and then when Lisa gets off the phone with Mary, she was like, "It sounds like she knows more than us, bitch." They're trying to figure out. She is so unfazed by this. I thought she would have a bigger reaction. Mm, no. So then they show Jen at the courthouse with her dookie braids. Okay. And then, so they go back on the bus, and now they're talking about, Heather's talking about, oh, where, how did they move the money around? And then so Heather's like, well, on Ozark. And then all you could hear is like the music in the background, the way they were pausing things and stuff. It was so funny. They really did this. This was a good episode. It was a good episode. A lot going on. So where am I? So she says, when I learned from watching Ozarks that you have to have a cash based business. And that's when Whitney said, "Oh my God, what she say, she starts businesses." But she was like, "I figured it out." Mary shows up. Meredith was in the tub. She said, when a good etiquette is when you meet somebody fully clothed with some food. What'd you tell her? Anyway, so Robert Sr. had told Mary about what happened with Jen Shaw. And when she asked, was Sharif in the hospital? But she's like, "What? Why? He wasn't in the hospital?" So I was kind of confused by that because I didn't know, like, when Mary walked in the door, did she know about Jen being arrested, or did she have the story about Sharif being in the hospital? Because it was confusing. I don't know. Did y'all catch that? Because it felt like, then she was like, "Well, Robert Sr. told me, and I didn't believe him, and then I saw it on the news." So I'm trying to, I was kind of confused by that part. So she was like, "Because he not in the hospital?" And she was like, "No." So she was like, "What?" Because she was like, "I'm heartbroken." So I'm trying to figure out what that line, it was weird, that questioning. I didn't get that. Y'all explain it to me. Well, they think somebody might have tipped Jen off. And then she was like, "Girl, they had to be watching because it's FBI, Homeland Security, and NYPD, and SWAT pulled up." Honey, Meredith had the breakdown by then. She was like, "Why didn't I have an inkling? Why, I just don't understand why I didn't have an inkling." And Meredith was like, "Girl, you didn't." Bitch, like, girl, come on, stop playing with me. You didn't know that bitch was shady. But then later, the way first Mary was acting like, "Oh, I'm just so compassionate. I'm not reveling in anyone's pain." But then later, she was like, "I just never really trusted her. I just knew she's reaping what she's sowing." So what is it? I don't know. I don't know. She says, "I'm blown away. I mean, we've had the same experiences with Jen, but I have compassion." Girl, okay. Okay, girl. Smile in the face. Is this your life? Oh, that's what Mary was saying. How could you be in a business like that and be smiling in people's faces and then be scamming people? She was like, "I couldn't sleep." So Meredith said, "Well, I was just waiting quietly. She terrorized my family for a year. I didn't want to blame anybody because I didn't have any facts, but I mean, hey, she might be innocent. Is it possible? She was like, whatever. Um, how do y'all feel about Meredith's reaction? I fucking love it. I love it because it's like, I don't. You and I have problems. I felt like you were shifty, and then on top of somebody coming into Meredith's store, stealing out of her store, girl, like I can see why she don't fuck with her. That's what I said on Twitter tonight. I can see why she does not fool with her. I wouldn't fool with her either. Um, Back on the bus, Jenny, they're talking about Jenny and Mary, and I told you Jenny was confrontational. Didn't I tell you? She said it out her own mouth. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell? I tried to tell you, but you didn't listen. We're not okay. Not everyone is invited to everything. Just remember, because she was like, I would have been invited if we were okay. Um, they get to the house. They come in talking about the feds are here. Child's a mess. So they end up finding Meredith in the tub, and Heather says, I thought I was going to see her like sitting in front of the TV watching the news. Honey, she was in the tub relaxing. I did not expect to see her doing that. So then they show all the women talking to their husbands, and Dewey says somebody probably ratted her out. And then Rob Sr. was telling Mary how, what did he say? Something about Homeland Security is they think somebody has guns or something like that. That didn't sound right to me. Did that sound right to you? I was like, I don't know. I have to go check. I gotta see what he's talking about. I gotta Google it. Sorry, Mary. I gotta Google it, girl, because I don't know what he's talking about. So anyway, so they had a nice spread out there, and it was time to eat, and everybody gave a cheers, and they're sitting down. And Mary says to Lisa, "Oh, girl, it took a toll on us today. It was intense, and I was shocked." And then Mary says, "I was blown away." And she's like, "I feel bad. I don't celebrate people's pain, but sometimes you have things coming to you." I mean, and that's true. It's just that is just you. Everything is always coming to you, and it's always that's what it is. So I'm trying to figure out, because at first when she's acting like she's not reveling in somebody's pain, but then later she was like, I never saw nothing good in her. So I never saw nothing good in her, but I don't want her to go through this pain. Is that it? Okay. I guess so. Okay. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. Um, what does everyone think? They're saying I was shocked, I'm scared, it was surreal. Um, and then she said, "Did I tell you what someone sent to me?" Girl, shut up. She said that a ping went off, a tower went off, I guess, a ping from Jennifer's phone, or Jen Shaw's phone, and they pulled her over on the side of the road. And Heather was like, that is so humiliating. What did she do? Girl, it's a mess. So, Mary says she feels betrayed, and that she's reaping, and she scammed old people, and that she never saw the good in her. Did you see Jenny's reaction? I don't know if that was a reaction to match what Mary had just said, but it was a reaction like, what? You said you never saw the good in this woman? They've been having problems since we met them, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is. They seem to have been getting along, but she's never saw the good in her, so I don't know. Then Meredith tells the story about one of Jen's employees. Jen had called one night 8 times. She answered the phone. She says, "Oh, I was trying to get into your store, and your manager let us in, and we did a little shopping." And then the manager calls and tells Meredith that they sold something out. They took something out. So Meredith says, just call them and just gently say, "Did you borrow the green snake skin clutch?" She said then they called back, and they brought it back the next day. Maybe they showed the footage because I was saying, I was like, where is the footage? I know Meredith has cameras in her store. Where's the footage? And I'm so glad they let them use the footage so that we could see that he picked it up. He picked it up. And you know what? Not everybody's stealing. Looks like they stealing. They pick things up and it just be a comfortable thing. They are familiar with the item. They look familiar with the item. They don't. The item doesn't look out of place. It didn't look out of place. But the lady knows what her inventory is. So, and then Lisa was like, I don't know why. Maybe she's mistaken. Girl, shut up. Give me a fucking break. They played the footage. Then Meredith says, girl, you kept someone employed that stole from me. You're not my friend. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that she has a right to not trust? I mean, after that, I feel like after that instance, like specifically, it's like, girl, I don't know if I could trust you. Yeah, that's crazy. So Lisa says, I don't know, it's a red flag. And then Meredith says, I have something else, but it's a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. But they say she's been red flagged at Louis Vuitton for playing in cash. Nothing's consistent. This is Heather. Nothing's consistent. I got her an Uber. I put her in the Uber. She got out a half a mile away in an intersection. Lisa was like, what day was that? She was like, Wednesday. I could get my Uber app. It was like Wednesday, 11:30 at night. She was like, okay. And then they were like, why, Lisa? And she was like, well, something happened that night. I don't know, something not to me. And then they were like, do you know something? Do you know something? You need to say something. And she was like, did someone meet? I want to know if someone met her. That's what Lisa said. And then Jenny was like, you think she's with some guy? And then she's like, what do you know? I have no idea what happened that night. That's what Lisa said. I said, oh, Lisa knows something. Because why would she make that statement? I have no idea what happened that night. What do you mean? What night? She knows something. I can't wait to see what's next. I was like, ooh, this is going to be good. If you don't say it, we're all in danger. If you don't say it, we are all in danger. Nancy Drew. That's fancy Drew. Her and Sutton, Whitney and Sutton, honey, that was so funny. That was hilarious. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.